Cunco has just won the classic trial here at Sandown for John Gosden, but the favourite Monarch's Glen has disappointed. Contrasting fortunes for your two sons of Frankel. Let's focus on the positive first off. Cunco is a really gritty performer.
He's a first foal, he's not very big, but he's got a heart as big as a lion, and he's run really well in all of his races. He's Frankel's first winner. He'd be his second group winner. So look, he gives you everything. He wasn't running here just for fun. I told Robert, who knows him at home, Rab would have been riding me, he's ridden him a lot in his races, just to sit back in fifth, and it'll get busy up front and just come late, because he'll see out every inch. He wants a mile and a half now, but that was very stiff mile and a quarter today. They've done a beautiful job for the jumpers tomorrow. A little bit testing for our dainty little flat horses.
Yes, a number of people have been saying that. The jockeys have been making that point. Yeah. Where next for this horse, Cunco?
Well, I was thinking of going to the Chester Vase. I may still go there with a Group 3 penalty. Would well be a possibility. He wants the full mile and a half. You've got to stay around Chester. So I'd see him going, if he's well, I'd see him going to Chester.
Okay. In his early days, Cunco was a bit gassy. Monarch's Glen is obviously still a lot gassy.
He is. In fairness to him, he was never particularly comfortable, and it is at its most watered through the bottom bend, and he seemed to lose his action. And Frankie, I see, he was holding on to a horse who seemed to be changing his legs and hanging a bit. So I think, look, I'm making no great excuses. Some horses go on all ground, but it obviously didn't suit him today, and we will live to fight another day. It's a little different to running at Kempton, bouncing off the poly tracks. It's a little bit different.
Clearly, temperament-wise, though, you were doing everything you can to keep a lid on this horse, and it's something that all trainers are having to manage with these very talented but very spirited sons of Frankel.
I think they are wonderful horses. Funny enough, Cracksman, who won at Epsom on Wednesday, is Mr. Laid Back, so he's quite the opposite. There's no doubt that Henry, I used to have to watch him every day, Frankel. He's coming up, John, watch him, and he always had him settled in behind him. He did the most brilliant job training him, but he let him know he was the boss. And I think you don't bully them, but all they really want to do is just run like the wind. And some of them are that way, but others I've got two or three that are quite the opposite. So as far as I'm concerned, they're amazing athletes, strong body, good boned. They've just got this wonderful wildness in them, which I think is quite exciting. And
are you confident you'll show Monarch's Glen who's boss?
Well, I'm doing my best at the moment. It didn't go entirely right today, but, you know, look, he's still a young horse. He's still a young horse. Plenty of time.
Best of luck. Thank you very much.